yeah, well, we call it winter, We can't wait for the hot winter to come. It's going to be brilliant. The winter's going to be awesome. We're going to go out on the beach. It's winter. It's sunny.
Manhood.
Oh dear, what a day. Go on then, you're in charge now. Crack on.
I think we need to.
I'm stressed out.
I know you are. We need to approach the elephant in the room. Is that
You're not that big.
Is that you, Tom?
I mean, weirdly that you're wearing grey, all grey.
You're wearing grey as well, actually.
There's a few elephants in this room, I'd say.
I'm wearing grey and I've got a massive trunk. Anyway.
That's not true,
We just had a conversation. I said to Dom, would you do the podcast naked? Completely naked, in these chairs for £1 million? And you said?
Yeah, there are stipulations.
Oh,
It'd have to be summer, if you know what I mean.
What about if for £1 million, but you only got paid the £1 million when the YouTube video got 100 views? So there's jeopardy there.
How many views?
100.
Yeah.
All right, even with our current track record.
It just depends. You'd have to warm yourself up a bit.
Yeah, you 100% would. The problem
What would you be more bothered about, your body or your penis? Penis, definitely.
Yeah, it's got to be on it.
Yeah. Because in my head then I was considering, well, just lift your jumper up and see what Tom thinks.
But look, I could just do that.
Yeah.
It's not great for the thigh. Sorry if you're listening on audio.
Yeah, we could sit like this.
Done
but then there's no jeopardy there, really. You've just got your tits out.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Pecs, mate.
My chest hair is...
grey.
No. White.
Oh.
If you just took a picture of my chest to someone, they'd be like, that is a 70-year-old man.
Let's have a look.
This kind of proves the theory.
I'll describe it in audio form to the listeners.
I don't know if I want to do
Dom's about to lift his jacket up, jumper.
No,
he's gone. Oh, wow, it is.
Oh, you can't see it because
It's really, really white.
Very white. I did.
So
I did get some Grecian 3000.
So when did it stop being black?
I don't know really. COVID
did a lot for people. Turned your
Do you know what else happened to me in COVID? I discovered that you could, if you wanted to, trim your chest hair. I just never considered it.
I never trim mine.
Never.
Did it grow back quick?
Yeah, but look, you know what my hair's like? It's long and straight.
Yeah, it is.
I nearly said
Straight.
What my grandparents used to say. Oh God, your hair's long, dark, and straight like a Chinaman.
That's a colloquialism. So, welcome to Manhood, episode 30.
It's an episode.
It's not on my running order. We do have a schedule set. Thank you very much. Even though we've had a bit of a skirmish this morning, me and Dom, we're both very busy.
Well, I've rushed over here after work in rush hour traffic. Incidentally, get here. There's a guy cutting plasterboard with the loudest drill thing, whatever it's called, blade ever.
He's just told me that his blade was blunt, and I'm like, mate, it sounded blunt.
It sounded blunt. It's
Anyway.
Horrendous.
I
got mad at Tom saying, hang on a minute, mate. I've driven all the way over here and you failed to mention there was a guy there with the loudest... What are they called? What's he using?
Still saw.
One of them on Earth.
Yeah, and I did, I snapped back a bit and said, well, don't have to do it then, mate, if you don't want to do it.
And I said, don't take the piss. I've driven all the way over here.
These are the harsh realities of doing a podcast as a hobby.
We give you a look behind the scenes that most other podcasters don't give you.
We do actually.
Look, for instance, we
haven't moved the sideways TV.
We forgot to hide the telly that's going on the wall soon.
You can see it under the table.
Well, that reminds me, I've got a telly for you back at car as well.
Yes, I've got
off the podcast,
and I've got a telly for you as well. It's like telly exchanges, left, right, and centre.
Anyway,
we've got some stuff coming up. I have, I think, a new feature, but I think I've discovered something about Australia that no one's ever thought of before. So I'm going to tell you about that. We've got a Dead or Alive.
Cool.
Obviously. The feature that, the thing about Australia I found will be part of a new feature called Around the World. I kind of figured that we talked about Chinese food a lot recently. And what we should really be doing is, like we were wondering about Chinese desserts, we should be ringing a Chinese person, a Chinaman, and saying...
can you say that? Is it Chinese person?
Somebody from China. And we should be saying to them, what do you have after your noodles? And then they'll go, wow... We're hot.
No, whoa boy,
whoa boy.
That's almost like a stolen feature from John and Ellis. They did Around the World in 80 Daves.
Oh, for God's
And
sake.
they rang a Dave, and they've tried to find a Dave in every country.
Are you joking?
No.
That sounds like a feature I've made up. People have been in touch. We've got a couple of emails to read out. What's in the box? What's in the box?
Which I've done nothing.
It's fine. All I need from you, ideally, is a stolen feature. So in the next sort of 30 minutes of us talking, if you can think of one, then that would be great. Okay. And that's it. But first, there's a couple of things. Have you got anything to catch up on? Do you want to talk about?
I think so.
Do you want to talk about Bradford Huddersfield? That was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, Bradford City beat Huddersfield. City's going up ole ole. These are empty. We finished them. We're not savages.
By the way, 1 minute before you carry on, I'm not on my phone. These are the running order. I'm not.
Yeah, because it appears rude, doesn't it? Like you're disengaged with the conversation.
So I've noticed before. Got a bit of last feedback about last podcast, which we'll go into in a minute after I spoke about Bradford. But I've noticed that you've picked up your phone. And I've done the same, and I'm like, it looks like I'm just messaging somebody.
Yeah, but we're looking for ideas, aren't we? The positive for me is my phone is being used for social media clip recording. So you can't be distracted. Because we've decided content is king.
Content is king.
And you might have noticed, if you're a dedicated follower of Manhood, that we actually don't care what the quality of that content is either.
No, okay. I'll hold my hands up to that. I did the clips for the last
You did your best.
No, you know what? I actually didn't do my best. I did what was the most convenient for me. And then what I realised is the middle camera just clips our feet. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put them out there every day, consistently. Who cares? And to be fair, people laughed at him. People liked him. Ozzy Osbourne.
But you did your best.
No. I don't want you to say that.
Why?
Because I can do better than that.
Do you know what? Yeah, okay. But why, when you're sad, do you sometimes get the urge to look in the mirror at yourself? Have you ever done that? You've had a cry and looked at yourself in the mirror. Why?
Is it age related? What are you looking at?
You just
Are you looking at yourself crying?
Yeah.
I actually don't think I've ever looked at myself crying. I mean, it's a rarity anyway, and I'm not trying to be all man and manly.
No, you don't cry a lot, do you?
When I cry at repair shop a lot. I should look in the mirror.
That's weird, because I was chatting with someone this week, and they said, "What do you cry at?" And I said, "Repair shop." That's about it.
There's something wrong with, isn't there?
No, well, I don't think you're as emotionally evolved as I am. I think I'm actually quite an emotional guy.
Yes, you show it differently.
I've evolved emotionally. You've not been through stuff to be emotional.
That's interesting. That's an interesting thing.
I think that's what happens. You learn to embrace it.
I think Abby has he's taught me to be more emotional. Not like she's sat down and gone, here is a baby, cry at it like a lesson.
No, she definitely has, because
it's rubbed off on me.
I know that Abby's said to you sometimes, you better ring Dom, his granddad's died.
Yeah.
Because you'd have been like, you did, cracking on with business.
I asked for advice. So I'll say to her, how should I word this message? About this or about that. And I've always struggled. Whereas Abby, it comes more natural to her. And now I think with your situation, I think what's the word? Go on, you explain it.
Well, you experience it. It's the same as that, so you've learned it. You've like, I need to embrace that. When I went through divorce, I was like fascinated then by how your brain works, all those chemicals and all that jazz. Went to see a psychologist about it. It is actually mind-blowing. But it does then, the opposite, makes you a bit harder. Yeah. Because then you're thinking,
puts a wall up.
It's just chemicals.
Yeah.
Like when we were having a row this morning, I'm like, it's just chemicals, get over it.
Is that what you were thinking?
No, I'm not a robot.
It's just chemicals.
That's what AI would do, though.
Didn't you say that there's a whole host of people, all against robots called not racists, but
no. So
were you telling me
it's definitely it's people who want to be racist, but they get their anger out at AI instead
and androids.
So like when they see like one of those Roomba Hoovers, they go, "What you looking at, tin skin? You cable back." On a wire back.
I suppose that they're the best things to let, because
clankers.
What they're going to say, they're not going to argue back until eventually that's when they rise up as a race, don't they? And they overtake the world.
What if it actually makes us all rich? That AI will do the jobs that leaves human beings like it might, because they don't want paying.
I've thought about
so there'll
this.
be a load of money. So what if the government then starts saying, we're going to give every human being 10 grand?
Yeah, I know.
A month, like everyone's going to get 10 grand a month.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. But like,
does that kill the economy?
Okay, who am I going to get? This will only happen when we get robots. Because at the moment, we can still do physical.
I don't think they're far off.
Physical labour. AI can't build your extension.
Did you see Dana White introducing the world to like robots at the UFC? And it was like the tamest, weirdest. It kind of reminded me of those. Do you remember when everyone thought robot dogs were going to be a thing?
Yeah.
And then they were just rubbish.
What was that company called that made the robot dogs?
Don't know.
I thought you might know that. So, do we want to talk about Bradford?
No, I know what you. It's. Hang on. No, because I was talking about the robot dogs in the early 2000s that looked like dogs.
Didn't they invent them?
No.
Cyberkinetics.
I thought it was like Oxford.
Yeah.
Something. Dynamics, is it?
Yes. I knew you'd know it.
No, but they didn't make the robot dogs from the early 2000s.
They did, didn't they? The ones that go...
Did they? I don't know.
I think they did. They've been doing them years.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. So the feedback from the podcast has been quite positive. We'll come on to your emails later on. But the main news is, are we keeping the brand? What's going on with the brand?
Oh.
Someone said to me, you've put Tom and Dom's Manhood before it. And it sounds like you're talking about you, Willis.
But that's good. That's called a hook.
Right, okay, right.
That's called a hook. We're getting people in.
And then I realised there was another podcast called Manhood, and then that made me panic a bit. I thought, oh, God, do we need to change that?
And that was one of those guys. The problem is, there are other podcasts that focus on talking about actual manhood, but they're like actual men doing those. Like bearded, real rugged.
A background in psychology or counselling.
Yeah, like people that, go out camping in Alaska and stuff like that. We're not that. We're essentially children.
So for now, we're going to keep it as the Manhood. Don't forget, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it at the end of the show as well. If you could subscribe to us on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it. I'm not going to mention how many subscribers we've got. It's Manhood.
Well, we started a new channel since. That is actually big news.
It is big news. So the old channel had a ton of subscribers, but the videos are all over the shop. So we set up a whole new channel.
Well, it was on Bantam's Banter. Bantam's Banter was the show we did previously. We're trying to recapture that same success, so we piggybacked on the back of Bantam's Banter. But actually, what I think happened was people on the Bantam's Banter channel were just getting pissed off with... Yeah. They didn't want manhood, basically.
No, so we've totally separated it. So if you can subscribe on there, that would be great.
It would be fantastic.
We've got like 4,000.
I feel a bit zoned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm here. I'm
definitely here.
I'm competent enough.
Dom just knocked the camera and I thought I'd died. I disappeared and I'm looking at myself on the screen. Anyway, so do you want to cover Bradford before we go into Dead or Alive?
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Absolutely, mate. It were brilliant. And as much as we don't always talk about...
Do you want to cover Bradford? It was brilliant. Yeah, oh my God. I'll talk about it. I'll do all the talking. It was good. Do you know what I thought the best thing about it is? That obviously we grew up as Bradford City fans. We love Bradford City. We love football. But we were both dads with the same... We can't wait to do this with our kids. It's going to be brilliant when we can bring our kids. And then to experience promotion at the end of last season, fantastic. But it's these moments getting to do it with your kid that is classed.
So Theo's never been to Huddersfield Bradford derby. And I don't think he realised...
Well, 2007 was the last league one. Exactly. 2013, the last actual one.
We played him in Cup, but the Cup never really mattered, did it? This is a proper league derby. The fans turned up in the droves. It's Saturday afternoon.
Great atmosphere. Have a couple of beers.
Yeah, and what happened...
We probably went off a bit early with the beers, didn't we? Because by half-time, I could have done with a nap.
What happened at half-time? It was really, really weird.
Well, Bradford City scored really late in the second half, so we were in the first half, so we were like, this is a perfect time to go for a pint here. The game will die off as both teams try to get into the get into half-time, as we are. So we went for a pint, and when we were down, queuing for a pint, we heard cheering, but it sounded a bit quiet, so we were like, well, that's obviously Huddersfield equalising. And then there were TVs in the foyer bit where we were that were 2 minutes delayed. And then we saw Bradford City score, so we were like, oh, damn it, we've missed a goal, that's infuriating. Never mind. Ordered our pint. As we're taking the first sip of our pint, cheer again. Huddersfield have probably got one back here. 2 minutes later on the TVs, no, it's us.
It were meant
Bradford City were winning 3-0.
The weird thing was, my brain, I don't think I told you at the time because we were too busy going insane. So because there was a delay, so we're watching it on a delayed TV. Think about it. It's happening to our right-hand side behind a stand.
Yes.
So we hear a cheer, we think, whatever. Then we see the goal, okay. Then almost immediately after, actually, like 10, 20 seconds after we see the goal, there's another cheer. So my brain were like, oh, the crowd's delayed. Oh, my God. That's what I thought.
But that is weird, though, because at football matches, my head is like, oh, I've missed that. I'll wait for the replay. even though I'm at the game.
Exactly. I've been so used to like digital media, and I went, oh, they made it like they've missed it, and then a guy came running out of the back, then he jumped us, and went Bobby Point and scored a hat trick, which I don't know if it were a hat trick, but anyway, going absolutely nuts, and I'm like, he's 3-0, and me and Dom have missed 2 goals, just to get a pint and have a wee.
And you want a bad pint though.
It were all right.
I had Timothy Taylor's, thank goodness. You had Madry, you absolute scumbag.
You had Timothy Taylor's out of a bottle. I could equally call you a scumbag.
No. But it is the amber nectar, the nectar of the gods. Keithley's own Timothy Taylor's beer.
It's true, actually.
But you had old recipe Carling.
Basically, a vintage Carling is what you call a Madry. And then after we went for a few beers, and it kind of dwindled out from there. Ended up in a curry house with a Town fan and a Bradford City fan. They were having a bit of a skirmish over.
Did they? You've not told me about this because I went home early.
I'd
see a man about a dog.
Saving it.
Need a poo.
Saving it for podcast. No, not really. It was just really interesting hanging around with Town fans. They were getting absolutely pelted because we were in Bradford by Bradford City fans, just having a go at them. But they took it really well. They took it incredibly well and give them a bit back as well. And then went to the Cashmere. Have you been to the Cashmere in Bradford?
Where is it?
Bottom of Little Horton Lane.
No,
honestly, mate, it is unbelievable. This restaurant. So you go in and there's a lot of Asian guys walking around in joggers and a t-shirt. They don't no uniform. They just randomly walk around in random clothing, cash only, obviously, or bank transfer. And then so you go there.
Bank transfer, an eatery,
and they've got out. Do you know those plastic chairs you see at like? Do you know when you got a random auntie who's got just plastic garden furniture?
Oh, like the white plastic. Yeah.
They're the chairs in the restaurant. No tablecloths, and just these like not even Formica. I mean, Formica are being upgraded on what we sat on. Just these old like wooden tables, which not even like rustic carpet. And I always think carpet in a curry house.
Yeah.
It's not.
But hang on a minute. What was the food good? Because if this all comes,
the food was amazing.
Exactly. So they focused on the important thing.
Exactly. So when you sit down, you got poppadoms straight away, which you don't pay for. Free poppadoms, which is always a bonus. We ordered starters, mains, sides, we had chips, naans, chapatis, the lot. 50 quid for 3 of us.
Yeah, that's worth it. It's worth it.
And I hope about digging them out here. I'm not digging them out because nobody's really tuning into this. But I said, oh, we haven't got cash. Can I do a bank transfer? And he gave me the name of his uncle, full name. Like Atif Afraz Mohammed. And I'm like, should it not be Kashmir Limited? Bank transfer.
To be fair, though, they're focused on what matters.
Yeah, they have. And they were really nice guys. They were like great service. But I want to take you there because I wonder if it's possible to eat there if you're not drunk because you will be looking at the carpet.
Was it? A lot of people drop curry on it.
Well, I guess so. I mean, I
hope so.
I mean, my auntie won't go in a restaurant if it's a carpet.
It is weird.
Because it's hard.
Holding disease.
He's holding disease.
But do you know what's weird about the plastic patio? Sorry, this is a prime example of how the ADHD brain works.
Right.
Patio furniture. People talk about, like, imagine if you brought someone from the Tudor times, like Henry VIII times, forward, they'd be blown away by iPhones and tellies and the internet. I think they'd be blown away by patio furniture.
Like, why? Plastic, you mean?
Well, it's like moulded plastic. They've never seen plastic before. And it's a chair made out of a material they've never seen.
Where are the fixings and screws on this chair?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Where's the weaving work?
It would be freak. The plastic tables, glass tables would probably blow their mind.
A Tupperware would probably send them over the edge.
Everything would blow their mind. But you wouldn't even have to get as far as, light bulbs would be like, they wouldn't be able to cope. I think they'd just have a heart attack and die.
It'd be sensory overload.
Nothing would be the same.
Whereas if we went back...
What would be recognisable?
What, to them?
If to them.
Well, this chair.
The floor.
This Tudor chair.
A tree.
Yeah, anything organic matter, animals. But yeah, pretty much nothing in this room.
Why, yeah.
Like, imagine them showing them that.
They think it was a real guy.
Who is this small person?
Which wizard shrunk this guy?
What is your name, young sire? I will help you in your quest.
Yeah, exactly. That would, like, absolutely...
Like that, like fake plant.
Yeah.
Like, just to do that, they'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Why is a plant in a pot? They didn't bring plants inside. That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Why is Tudor? Is there ever at what point do you think they'd be more acceptable to it? 50s?
Well, I think Tudor because you'd be able to at least talk to them. Like if it was a caveman, they'd just be
try to eat it.
Whereas a Tudor, you'd be able to... It would be...
Put it on the fire.
It'd be insane. Culture just so different.
How long before they got run over by a VW Golf?
Yeah, just nothing they'd be able to comprehend. Isn't there a film about it? Have you seen The Black Knight, where it's the guy from Bad Boys?
No.
Martin
Luther King?
No. Martin Lawrence. He goes back...
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Black Knight, but I know Martin Lawrence.
He gets transported back to night times. Obviously, like, they all fall in love with him and he's so cool. But to your question...
It's interesting.
If you go back, what would that be like?
So if you...
What if you fell in love with a maid or something?
Oh, God. You
think of the bush.
No, that's so weird. I was thinking about that. It wouldn't, not even the bush.
God,
it'd be quite... I think it'd be quite hard to, like, get onto a subject... Like, oh, you know what? I was scrolling on TikTok the other day. Pardon, what did you say, sir?
Yeah,
I was scrolling on TikTok. Oh, no, you won't know what that is.
But you'd be a wizard. They'd probably kill you and drown you.
Why?
Because you'd be too clever. You'd know too much stuff. They'd think you were a witch.
But what would you be able to invent first that they had the technology for?
You wouldn't need to invent anything. Your brain would be just so far more evolved than theirs.
I think I'd like to go back before they had the wheel.
Because it's all very well knowing the iPhone exists, but where do you even begin to invent that?
You can't. First, you've got to invent electric. So what I'm saying to you is, you want to go back to
no. First, you've got to invent the tiny copper wires, the metal plates that are in the phone. There's so much stuff.
Electric.
Yeah, but how do you get electric?
Battery.
Harness electric. Tesla. Took long enough to invent that.
And then when did we get batteries?
And he harnessed it with the machine. You'd have to invent the machine.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying to you. So if you go back and do the wheel, it's quite easy, isn't it? So they're all going around with these square wheels. And then all you need to say is, have you got hammer and chisel? What? Well, give me a couple of rocks, chip off the corners, and you go, voila.
What was the wheel invented for?
Well, to roll things. The car, nearly said the car. No, like, do you like logs?
No, what about for milling flour? That was a stone wheel, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, what came first, the millstone or the wheel?
Someone do a millstone and think, if we stand this up and put wood between 2 or 4, turn this into a vehicle.
But you could argue the Egyptians invented the wheel because they used to wheel up stone on logs.
On logs. So is that a wheel? Does that count as a wheel?
Well, no. I don't know.
No, it's a... Why do you keep doing racist impressions?
I'm just saying I don't know. I wasn't doing Egyptian.
But what voice did you do? What was the voice?
I don't know. I'm just gone really happy and I don't know why.
We're having a very intelligent conversation there. You lowered the tone.
Didn't.
Is a log a wheel? But I don't believe that...
It's some sort of like spike of energy.
Because a lot of people think aliens helped out with the pyramids, don't they? But
I think they do. I think they did.
They didn't.
We spoke about this before, and they definitely did.
The fact is, aliens will be bacteria. They won't be like formed beings.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying...
The point we've made on previous episodes about the fact that that organism even considered transport would be a miracle. Because the human brain evolved in a way that we then decided to invent transportation.
Yeah.
It might not have even occurred to them that you don't just have to walk everywhere. Because if they've evolved differently so that travel isn't a burden, they won't even need to travel. And then they'd have to invent flying.
Everything were local, wasn't it? So they won't need to travel anywhere. They walked over there to get the blooming food. They walked over there
Because until people started exploring, so we, back in the day, would have been one of the thick normos, probably scouring the streets for crumbs. Whereas... People like Christopher Columbus were exploring, and that's how we learned that there was more in the world. We would have been quite happy just where we were, not knowing that anything other than our tiny little village existed.
Because all you need to do to survive is eat. That's all you need to do.
Because the brain has to go. And it's the same now at people that invented coding for computers. Our brain would never, ever get there. If the computer didn't exist, you wouldn't have invented it, would you?
No.
And I wouldn't have invented it, so it would just never exist. And that's how the old days would have been.
Someone invented it.
So it needs someone
it was a bit.
And sorry, that's not how the old days have been. That's how aliens will be. Their brains will just not have gone to the same places as ours. Yeah. If the dinosaurs had never been wiped out, evolution, the world would have been completely different.
What I'm saying, I don't think you understand. No, I agree. I kind of agree on the aliens thing. But do you not think, because this world's been going on for a quadrillion years, do you not think thousands of years ago there was another civilization that got wiped out?
I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't think before, like, the dinosaurs, there was a civilization.
I do.
No, because, no.
Do you know how old the Earth is?
Yeah, I know how old it is.
I don't.
But do you know how...
I know it's
like
old.
4 billion years old. But there needs to have been the same ingredients, and they just weren't. If the dinosaurs hadn't been wiped out, evolution would have taken a completely different path.
The fact is, they don't know what was before the dinosaurs, do they?
No, and you've got to think, the dinosaurs had to evolve as well. They had to come from something. They didn't just appear.
Just give me an headache.
And then we evolved we were purely ocean-based creatures, and then we evolved into whatever we are now.
Even dinosaurs, you look at the span of the dinosaurs, like someone told me an interesting stat. It's not a stat,
it was me,
fact.
But yeah.
That T-Rex didn't actually live with the Stegosaurus.
Yeah, that was me. It's a video, you should watch it. It's on YouTube. It's by Vsauce, and it's like the illusion of time. And there was 60 million years or something like that between the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus.
And this is what I'm saying to you. There must have been another civilization that built the pyramids. I don't know. My question is...
The Egyptians were a different civilization.
The Egyptians didn't build those pyramids. They didn't build them.
Like the Romans, for instance, built an entire empire. They had things like vending machines, whorehouses, stuff like that. In Pompeii, there's a whorehouse. Not only that, they'd invented a menu for the whorehouse.
I'm more bothered. Sorry, just go back a bit. I'm more bothered about I'm more interested in the vending machine than the whorehouse.
Yeah, but it was the one way you could get water. Clean water.
What, it took, coins?
Yeah, it took a coin, but it used weight, so the coin dropped in and it lifted up a lid that then the water poured out. And then when enough water poured out, the weight redistributed itself.
That is clever.
Yeah. But you see, this is my point. You just assume, well, it can't have been a vending machine because vending machines didn't exist and it wouldn't have taken a coin. Ha ha ha, that's laughable. But then when I explained it to you, you're educated then, and then you're like, oh yeah, it did exist.
So you're saying vend is Latin?
Maybe. I don't...
Vend to receive. Vending, vend.
But you're right in the respect that whole civilizations did exist, but they were still humans. But like
we'll have to agree to disagree.
Watch... Just educate yourself, man.
No.
But look at...
You think Egyptians built pyramids?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I disagree with you.
They had no else to do. When people say, oh, how did they do it? It must have taken forever. Yeah, it did. Because they had nothing else to do.
So you're saying the Egyptians lived for 1 million years?
Well, the civilization, I don't know exactly. It would be 100,000 years maybe, or 30,000 years, something. But it lasted long enough to be able to build a pyramid. There are still things now that amaze me.
I'm going to Google it. Go on, keep talking.
Mate, there are still things like skyscrapers in New York. When you look at them, that amazes me. Coding. Yeah, how did... Right, motherboards for computers. How did somebody know that if you put little fucking bits of solder and metal in a certain order on a green board, that would then make images appear on your screen?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And word process. That's more amazing than the pyramids, man. Wake up.
No, it's not. This is amazing. Are you ready? Bear in mind, some of these stones and these pyramids are as big as this room.
Yeah, go on.
Building a pyramid such as the Great Giza is estimated to have taken 20 to 30 years.
Yeah. That's a long time, mate.
This time includes the planning, quarrying, transporting, and placing of over 2 million massive stones.
Yeah, but they had nothing else to do. That's the only job. They used slaves. And I mean, they're pretty clever. Mate,
I really wish
is it not more amazing to you that they had golden jewellery? Where they're mining gold from?
Well, that's just as amazing, yeah.
Yeah, but these things did happen. People are amazing. The pyramids are no more amazing than the fact that somebody worked out how to make Microsoft Word. I genuinely mean that.
What do you think? What do you think is as amazing?
Yeah, it's as amazing. It's not, if not more amazing.
What was
word processing.
What was easier?
When I think about Adobe, for instance, Photoshop, Premiere, things I use for work, but somebody had those thoughts to make that.
Yeah.
Adobe does a million things I don't even know how to do. But somebody must have had that thought to build it into that program.
And they had
People
the tools.
are amazing.
They had the tools to do it. You know,
the Egyptians had the tools to move those.
I'm not questioning.
They'd sail them down the Nile. They'd move them on logs, as you yourself pointed out. They drag them using slaves.
They didn't have a crane, did they?
They'd had rudimentary cranes, yeah. They'd have built them out of wood, like pulley system. They will have had that.
What do you think, listeners? Do you think the pyramids were built by the Egyptians? Get in touch on Instagram, Manhood Pod.
Do you not?
Manhood Pod. Don't. Why would you interrupt me? I'm literally reading out the correspondence.
You're not reading it, are you?
From a memory, I am. manhoodpod@gmail.com.
Is that what you do?
Who do you agree with, Tom or Dom? We're going to do a poll. We'll do some votes, and who gets the most votes is
the fact you called it a poll loses that argument.
He's the winner. So email in. Who do you agree with, Tom v. Don? I know you're going to agree with me because Tom's getting very passionate about this.
No, but I could be deluded.
Borderline delusion.
I've kind of looked it up for myself, but I've looked it up based on the research of other people. I could be deluded.
I'll send you some videos. There's an old guy who goes on Joe Rogan's podcast, the British guy, and he questions it all and pulls it apart.
Who, Brian Cox?
No, I can't remember his name.
Richard Dawkins?
No, not Richard Dawkins.
But this is the thing about educating yourself and why you should always be open-minded, no matter what someone's religion or beliefs are.
Yeah.
Is because there's no guarantee that you're right. Mate, you're like a toddler being distracted when I'm telling you what.
Listen.
But I am basing that on someone else's research. I've not found that out for myself. Same as I believe that there's space, but I've never actually seen it.
It just feels like you're way too passionate about it. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's like, they build them. They got the blooming logs.
Yeah, no, but I can have but if you can't argue back to me, you've got to debate.
No. All right, okay. Well,
do you not find that you have more passion? Do you not find you have more passion for learning stuff as you get older?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah,
well, that's just me.
I'm not passionate about this. I just don't think they built them. So I don't mean you win the argument.
I know, but unless you've got an argument, it's very hard to say that you've won it. just by saying, because they did.
I'm not saying that I've won that. I'm saying you haven't won it.
You should respect people's... Like my grandma, for instance.
You're not saying I don't respect you.
Like, I don't believe there's a heaven. But my granddad...
Here we go.
As you know, my granddad died, and my grandma's like, oh, he's in heaven. In my head, I'm thinking...
No, he isn't.
But you've just got to say, yeah, he is, and he's looking down on us. Because what's the harm in believing that there is heaven?
Exactly.
If you die believing there's heaven... If you're dead and there is nothing, you don't know any different.
I'll tell you what we should do is, why don't we do the heaven debate for next week's poll?
I don't understand how we've gone from being idiotic in the opening, talking about getting our willies out, to being quiet. I think having intelligent debate.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of manhood. That's our USP. We can play the fool.
We can jump around from subject to subject. Right, I want to get back on track. Now, I was going to go...
Back to being stupid.
Back to being stupid. I was going to go... Do you want me to tell you about James and Veronica's gender reveal?
Yeah. James is Tom's brother, the good-looking of the Fletchers, and Veronica is his missus, and they've already got a child, and they live in a travelling bus in Australia. That's the context.
Well done.
But they're having another baby.
They're having a baby. Now, I don't know whether to go into... It's not. I don't think it's very funny, this what happened.
Yeah.
You're doing what I did now. Playing myself. So they did a gender reveal on like a campsite, because that's where they live, and they got these random strangers to prepare it, so they don't know.
Why do we do gender? Why is no one surprised anymore?
I know it's a very naughty thing, isn't it? I mean, the tens thing. It's not even a naughty thing. Last 10 years,
there's no nice surprise. Like when we were kids, if a new film were coming out of the cinema, you knew about it when the film came out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, did you know they were making Jurassic Park, for instance?
No, I didn't know. And also the trailer. You only watch trailers in the cinema.
Yeah.
Now they're all over YouTube.
You know everything years in advance.
Yeah.
Disney and Marvel reveal that they're making a new film like 10 years in advance.
They do it planning. I don't know why.
Anyway, sorry.
I don't know why they wanted to do a gender reveal. It don't feel like a James thing, but anyway, they did it. Whatever. Got to respect that. So the 4 or 5 people on this campsite. So Veronica goes, this is the gender of the baby. Here it is in an envelope. Go buy some balloons. Or whatever they need to do. So they
got that from the hospital when they did the scan.
So they didn't know. So they had colour changing T-shirts to James and Veronica, and when they sprayed them with water, they change blue or pink. So they give this paper to whatever they sort out, and they start filming. Okay, roll the video, roll the camera, and they start spraying the water. We're on a live Zoom call with her sister, all the family. We're watching it. Start spraying it. Blah blah blah. Pink. It's a girl. Oh my God, brilliant. They've already got a daughter. She's going to have a sister. This is amazing news. Abby's like, oh my God, it's brilliant. It's awesome. Well done. Congratulations, guys. The Zoom call abruptly ends. I can't remember why it abruptly ends. And we're like, oh, brilliant. 2 girls.
Because that would have been nice because you've got 2 boys. James having 2 girls would have been symmetry.
Symmetry. So anyway, 10 minutes later, get a WhatsApp. There's a problem.
Uh-oh.
What's the problem, James? They got it wrong. So what do you mean they got it wrong? The person read the report wrong, and they sent the report over, and it clearly says male. And for some reason,
also the bakery or whatever it was who did the
campsite people, people in the campsite read it wrong, and they're not friends; they're just random people. So they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." My brother were like, Veronica's like,
"It's a story to
tell."
Not
distraught, but like she's really shocked. It's like we don't know how to feel. I said, "What are you going to do?" We need to reshoot the video.
Oh no. Just leave it as the story to tell.
So they got the T-shirts at this point were already pink, the front of them. And then, I don't understand this actually, they turned the T-shirt the other way around.
And it was blue on the back.
Well, so there's a company selling a T-shirt which turns pink on the front and blue on the back, obviously.
For gender reveals.
So for gender reveals. So they turned it around.
Yeah. And so what don't you understand about that?
I think I understand completely. I think it's a genius idea.
But you said I don't understand why.
Well, I've just understood it now.
Ah, right.
So the video, so on the video, I was like, oh, how have they got blue T-shirts?
Your argument about the pyramids is falling apart by the second.
What I'm saying is, how did they also have blue T-shirts? It's like they knew they were going to be a cock-up. Anyway,
yeah, but you've worked it out.
They just turned it round, just worked it out now. Yeah. And so my brother, his enthusiasm on the second video, he's literally like that. Spraying this water pistol, his face is just like deadpan.
But they should have just like
doing like a dance, and
because I mean I know that I'm saying no one's surprised anymore. We found out what Teddy was going to be 15 years ago, or nearly 16 years ago actually. By the time this podcast goes out, it'll be 16.
Oh yeah,
and he they said that was I was having a girl. We named it, decorated the nursery pink, and then when he popped out, had a witch.
So
honestly though,
did it say on the report female?
It wasn't a report. They looked at the picture and went, "There's no penis."
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. My brother and Veronica paid for like genetic blood, whatever. So it's 100% accurate.
But they got it 100% accurate. The hospital did it right. It's the thickos at the campsite that messed it up.
But your doctor was just looking on a camera,
looking at the scan.
Yeah. So that's how they did.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell this story at Teddy's 18th birthday. That when he got a scan, they thought he had no willy.
That's what I'm saying. Can't find a Todgy in there, no chance.
Definitely not one in there.
Even got a pair of little boobies going on.
But isn't that weird that they got that wrong?
Yeah, it's really.
I mean, I was buzzing to be fair. Not that I would have loved to have a daughter. We were going to name it Nancy.
I can't believe you painted your bedroom pink, which is like it's really quite.
Well, he wore girly clothes.
But why would you think otherwise? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been told by a medical professional.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time for Dead or Alive.
Thing is really not working out.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sure.
We're persistent with this, are we? Your career, is that dead?
Mikey Graham.
I don't even know who that is. Is it a fictional character?
No, Mikey Graham.
Don't know who that is. Dead.
Yes! Come on. He is the random member of Boyzone that nobody remembers.
Oh, and I watched that documentary recently. I'm ashamed of myself.
And who is dead in Boyzone?
See,
I said that really like happily. Yeah, sorry, I did not mean to say it that way.
Yeah, because it's Stephen Gately.
Stephen Gately.
It was horrible, the way that panned out in the documentary.
I ain't seen the documentary.
I think that was tasteless.
What happened?
This.
Sorry, you're making me laugh.
It turned out that like Louis Walsh had like stitched him up, and he'd been telling the newspapers all these secret stories about Stephen Gately.
Oh my God, that's actually
because he thought it was good publicity, but actually it just made Stephen Gately very, very sad.
Well, anyway, that turns out it's 3-2 in the Dead or Alive series.
But Mikey Graham, didn't you see on the documentary? He didn't even want to be seen with Boyzone, the other lads.
Did he not?
I'm sure that was it.
Maybe that's one where you forgot him. Because he's the one where they do this boy's life and stuff. He's literally, I bet he's a delivery driver for every now.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
He could not stand fame. Could he completely switch off? But he was a member. And I thought I might get you out on there because I thought, hey, you probably won't remember who he is. And B, if you do remember, you'll be like, is that the one that died in Boyzone?
You can have a point if you can tell me which famous actor auditioned for Boyzone but didn't get in.
Brilliant. Well, okay. As it stands,
No, he's a Hollywood.
It's 3-2 in this series, by the way.
Yeah.
So you're saying I can level up now?
Yeah, if you get that right. He's Hollywood. He's like big time. He's not just someone who was like an extra in Chronicles of Narnia or something. He's real.
What's wrong with Chronicles of Narnia?
Nothing. It's just that if you're an extra, it wouldn't be worth including you in this feature, would it?
It wouldn't, no. So, Hollywood actor applied.
He's in.
He must be Irish.
Yeah.
So, that narrows it down to Cillian Murphy, Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Who else is Irish? It's got to be Colin Farrell.
It is Colin Farrell. Oh, my God. It is him, yeah. He auditioned for it and didn't get in.
3-0.
Well done.
I'm really happy about that.
Cool.
Dead happy.
Move us on then. You're in charge.
We should really have some sort of leaderboard. We did say we we're going to have a leaderboard in Dead or Alive.
We'll have a leaderboard when there's enough people watching to warrant having a leaderboard.
Fair enough. We'll come into some emails because we've had a couple.
Ooh.
And when I say a couple, we've had one. But it's really nice from David Roberts. Hi, Tom, Dom, and Andy.
Oh, Andy's not here today.
Andy's not actually here today. We should have really started.
That's why this, if you're watching this on YouTube, is a one-shot.
It's a one-shot, depending on whether we edit it into separate things. But it's a one-shot wonder. Andy's not here. And what we decided is we've got to do a podcast every week and we can't be governed as if a producer's not here or not. In fact, do you think Andy would have argued in front of Andy?
No, I think it added... We don't need to go into this now. What's the email?
Sorry. Dave has put... Glad you're back. Keep up the good work.
Cheers,
Where's
Dave.
Sad Corner and Stupid Questions gone? Thanks for the laughs. Dave in Braintree.
Braintree?
In Essex.
Where have they gone?
Have we
not been sad enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Although, I did talk about a funeral on the last 2 episodes. Is that not a Sad Corner?
Good, but we don't tee it up as Sad Corner, do we?
No, but it was sad.
What was... I'll just do it in his voice, though. Hi, Tom, Dom and Andy. Glad you're back. Keep up the good work, mate. Where's Sad Corner and Stupid Questions gone? Thanks for the laughs. Dave in Braintree, Essex. What was Stupid Questions?
I actually can't remember. We're the worst.
Yeah, was it some... Yeah, I can't remember it either.
So what other features have you got lined up for us today? Because actually, mate, I think we've probably cracked on long enough here.
Yeah, we have. We could finish on What's in the Box.
Let's finish on What's in the Box.
Well, no. Australia. I'm going to tell you about my Australia theory.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be too late to ring Reese now. But what we'll do is, I'll tell you about my theory in Australia, because we'll finish on this, then What's in the Box, then we're done. And then once we'll send it out to the listeners and we'll see what they think, and Australia might get in touch. Then we'll speak to the Australia. I was hoping to speak to him this week, but he'll be in bed now. Okay. Anyway, this is going to blow your mind, mate. I've just got to make sure I get it right, because I know as soon as I get something wrong, you'll find the chink in my armour and you'll go, well, that's just not right, is it? So here we go. I'm so excited to tell it, actually. I've not told anybody other than Abby. Right. So, as you know, when it is summer over here...
Yes.
Okay? It is winter. It is in Australia.
Okay, yeah.
So, let's just put it in temperature first. So, when it's July over here and it's the 40 degrees, in Australia it's 10 degrees.
Yes.
Okay? Now, in our winter, it flips. So, in December, when it's 10 degrees over here, it's 40 degrees over there.
So, they have Christmas...
Yeah, so
I've seen it on Bondi Beach. Great show, by the way.
Everyone knows this. People have Christmas trees on beach. Blah, blah, blah.
What's it called? Beach Rescue, something like that.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
So people have Christmas trees on beach. That's not like the amazing thing here, but that's what happens. So I want to know, okay, and I've got to get it right. Do Australians call winter winter or winter summer, and do they call summer summer or summer winter? What do they call it? So. And it's not what you think, right? Because I don't know the answer to this.
It must be that if it's winter, they call it winter.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the same as us.
So let me sing you a song, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll sing you loads of songs about it, actually. Summertime, do. It's about being out in the sunshine. It's being on a beach.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Summer's about like all these songs that are sung about summer.
Yeah.
Is about being on a beach, but. That doesn't apply to Australia, does it?
Yeah, because when it's their summer, they call it summer. It's still summer.
Yeah, but
it's it's the season, not the time.
Those songs will make no sense to them.
Yeah, they will, because
Why?
it's still summer.
No, but it's not hot. These songs are singing about hot stuff.
No. Where you're getting confused here is, mate, you're going to get absolutely hammered for this if anyone's listening.
I think it's a genuine...
Because when it's summer here, it's winter over there.
I know that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But when it's summer for them, it's called summer because it's still hot. It's still summertime.
Yeah, but they sing about being in July and August.
Do they?
Yeah. So Christmas
Riding
songs...
high in April, shot down in May. Don't talk about the wet... I'm trying to think of a song where
there
they're
will
talking
be a
about
song
summer in July.
But like winter Christmas songs. It's getting cold in December. Santa is coming.
Yeah, so you're right. Yeah, that is different for them. But I think they probably just adopt it early because I've seen on like Australian TV that even though it's summer, they've still got Santa hats on.
So you're saying they call summer the same summer as us, but it's cold?
No, I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying they call December summer for them.
Do they?
Because it's hot for them.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Exactly.
But
exactly,
have you spoken to an... You've never spoken to an Australian?
Never spoken.
So you don't actually know this is just your theory and you're going to speak to an Australian to ask them. Okay.
But you don't actually...
wait for this phone
You
call.
don't actually know either, do you?
I couldn't say with a degree of certainty, no. But I would say that they call the hot weather summer and the winter.
So it's not a stupid question, is it? It is. Honestly, I think this is something you think of that no one else has thought of. I don't think anyone's thought what Australians call summer and winter. I understand there's a weather thing. I understand.
I have never. I look forward to this phone call more than I look forward to.
You think what you're saying is when October comes, they're saying, "Oh my God, I can't wait for."
Thank God it's summer.
Thank God it's summer.
Yeah,
I don't think that.
Yeah,
I think they think winter's coming. It's going to get warm.
What you think?
Look
that
at the seasons.
They go by what time of season we're experiencing.
Yeah,
you mate, I'm mad.
So listen, hear me out. You name the seasons in order.
Spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Okay, now name them in order for Australians.
Well, it's probably still
based
the same.
on your theory.
But it's probably still the same order that the seasons come in. They just happen at a different time of year. So right, mate.
You've got to let me speak.
What time is it in Australia? Is it dark in Australia now?
I'm not.
But it's light here. Ooh.
Listen.
But do you think they're lying in bed now, going, God, it's daytime?
No,
what a lovely clear day sky. Look at all the stars.
You've got to let Dom. You have to give me the floor here. You can't interrupt me. So January, February, March. That's how it goes, isn't it? January to December is the routine
for us.
So spring, summer, autumn, winter. Okay.
Yeah, but there's not a single mention of the day, the months in that.
But what I'm saying is they apply in that order based on the start. Like March is spring, summer. They start?
No, because the seasons existed before the fucking calendar did. You numpty.
Honestly, I think I might be tying myself in bitter knots on that
This
one.
is unreal.
But I think I'm onto something here.
I hope you are. I would love it if you were. The little look of joy on your face would be astounding.
Well, to be fair, I'm happy either way. I'm just happy in the fact that neither of us know the answer to this question.
No, but I think if you've got a couple of brain cells, you probably work it out.
Well, you've not got true brain cells then.
No, but I think I've got a reasonable theory that they still call it summer because it's hot.
Is a reasonable theory is that more than 2 brain cells worth of knowledge? Because you're saying
right. This is definitely going to be a social media clip because either I'm going to get pelters for being like arrogant.
So you think
or you're going to get pelters for being.
We'll end on this before we do what's in the box. Fine. We're going to be clear that when October comes, they're saying summer's around the corner.
I think that Australians have Christmas in summer, in their summer.
We know that.
Yeah.
We're not letting the debate. What the debate is what they call it.
Summer! Their summer!
You think they call it summer, not winter?
No, I think they yeah.
Okay. I'm confident here.
I don't think they're calling December winter if it's summery weather for them.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you, by the way. I think you're probably right, but I don't think that nobody actually knows. Me and you, we don't know the actual answer.
Yeah, I'm genuinely looking forward to speaking
I would
to
love it if he came up the phone and went, "G'day, mate, how you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, not bad, blah, blah, blah." He went, "Yeah, well, we call it winter, we can't wait for the hot winter to come. It's going to be brilliant. The winter's going to be awesome. We're going to go out on the beach. It's winter. It's sunny."
Oh, hang on a minute. Now I see what you're saying.
Oh, my God, it's taking 10 minutes for him to understand.
Right, no, fine, I'll stick to it. I've had doubts now, but let's move on and end the show.
Summer's the time for knuckling down with a hot pumpkin latte.
I can hear the builder in the next room desperate to crack on.
Right, it's time for... Because we ain't got stolen features, have we?
No, so let's just do what's in the box and say goodbye.
How do you want to do what's in the box?
Well, you've only got something in your drawer.
Yeah, because
it's not a box, but the name "What's in the Box" sounds better than "What's in the Drawer." Oh no, "What's in the Drawer" is good.
Yeah, what's in the drawer?
Yeah, what's in the drawer?
What's in the drawer?
Yeah.
So you can answer 5 questions. Should you do 5 questions?
Yeah.
And I can answer yes or no.
Okay.
And then you got to do a final guess.
Okay. Is it bigger than one of these microstars?
Yes. Yes.
Is it a man-made object?
Oh, you're trying to get me on pyramids again? Yes.
There better not be a pyramid in there. That does blow your theory out the water.
Yes, it's man-made.
Is it a piece of nostalgic memorabilia?
No. I'll give you 10 questions, actually.
No, because that would be so boring for the listener.
It's not. They can't wait. They're probably guessing themselves now.
It handheld?
Yes.
Is it a tool of some sort?
Yes.
Ooh, it's a handheld tool.
Get it in 5. Come on.
It's made of plastic, right?
Not.
Oh.
I'll go off piece a little bit. Not.
Is it a penknife?
Not a penknife. It's not completely made of plastic, but it has
got a plastic handle metal tool bit. Is it a scalpel?
No, it's not a scalpel. Calm down. It's got a plastic outer casing. That's giving away a lot, and you've got to get it in 3 off that.
It's got a plastic outer casing. Yo-yo.
Is that a tool, Dom? I'm just going to go hammer some nails in with this yo-yo. It's not a tool. Come on.
It's not. You said it is a tool.
Right, you're allowed 1 clue.
Okay, give me a clue.
That builder making the racket outside there has probably used one 50 times today already.
A ruler. Tape measure.
Yes, well done.
That is a boring thing to put in a drawer, though. A tape measure.
What's in the drawer?
How boring.
What's in your drawer? Nothing. It's more interesting what's in your drawer, innit? Imagine if there's something in there.
I don't know. It's lined with cork, which you could argue is more interesting.
The best question was, is it man-made? Because one day someone's going to put a courgette in there, aren't they? And you're never going to get it.
Yeah. No, because you'd say no. And then you'd be like, oh, right, so it's an organic material. Courgette.
But there could be any fruit, couldn't it? Anyway, I think we're
or vegetable.
Or vegetables, yes. Let's not exclude the vegetables.
Yeah, we're done. But I think there was some good stuff in there.
Yeah, I do as well.
About time, eh?
Yeah, right. About time. You make me worry about my Australia theory. That's the thing.
No, but we're going to get an answer. That's good. We want to end on a cliffhanger.
I'm glad you're not 100% like...
Do bash it in the comments. If you see this on YouTube Shorts or TikTok or whatever, comment below. Comment on the YouTube. You can even comment on Spotify now. Do that. Get in touch. We are desperate for engagement. We need it.
The number via WhatsApp.
There is a phone number now. You can WhatsApp us.
Is that the right number, though?
Put us out of our misery via WhatsApp.
So basically, I got the wrong number. And I tried to get Dom to add the WhatsApp number to his phone.
And I added a little elderly lady, and I messaged her. She'll have been scared.
A random lady, and I've got it in the phone as Manhood, but it's not Manhood, it's a random lady. The phone number, and this is the correct one, is 07591 487 455. You can WhatsApp us.
It'll be in the description of everything.
I've already put it in the Spotify description, by the way.
Awesome. Contact us, please, God. But the Australia theory is the one. The Egyptians and the pyramids theory. How intelligent. This is like Joe Rogan's podcast, except for we didn't need a guest. We are I nearly said intelligent ones then, but we're the debaters. We're the masturbators. Goodbye.
Don't end on that. End on that. Right.
Manhood.